focused on game by game. Obviously, the aim is to qualify for the Olympics. We haven't been in the Olympics for I don't know how long. So we don't look past the games we have now. Obviously, there's more qualifying games coming up in April, but the focus is now Cameroon. We respect them. Obviously, putting a performance out like they did today and getting a draw is good, and one that, you know, we're not going to drop our heads about. We have high standards of ourselves. Obviously, we come out here to try and win all the time, but we take this result into the next game and hopefully come out with a win and go on to the next round. But ultimately, it's just game by game.
Oh, right. So that was our ATL defender, Ashley Plumpton, right after the Super Falcons' first leg goalless draw versus the Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon. The ladies definitely deserve better than what they got from that match, but they have to leave all hard feelings in the past and focus on the second leg, which starts in less than 24 hours. Now, this is a match preview video, so we are going to be talking about the match. We do have a predicted start lineup to drop like always. But before we get into that, though, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Also, follow us on X or Twitter, whatever you call it, and the name of the page is right there. Just follow us on Twitter and you can be getting information that is not on this YouTube channel. So there you go with that. And thank you very much. So let's start. The Super Falcons, of course, will be taking on the Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon. The match will be played tomorrow, the 26th of February, 4 p.m. Nigerian time to start, and it will be hosted at the MKO Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. Now, when it comes to watching the match, I doubt the NFF have anything planned as to watching the match, but I believe the individual that has been showing the past Nigerian women's football games, Weezy TV, I believe he's gonna show the match. So be on the lookout for that YouTube channel, subscribe to it so you can be on alert when he drops, and like the video so other people can get it also. Let's try to turn him up because he has been doing a great job, and I feel like if we're gonna be waiting on the NFF, we might be waiting for a long time. So when we have individuals willing to step up, we need to step up also and show them love. Now, of course, back to that draw against Cameroon, the game that happened in Douala on the 23rd. I felt like we deserved to win that match. I felt like the officiating was poor. I mean, to say the least, they were poor. The calls just were clear as day. The offside was definitely not offside. The foul on the goalkeeper, I mean, she barely got touched by Esther Okoronkwo. So those calls were just, I mean, they leave a bad taste in your mouth. I understand how the fans feel after those type of calls decide a game, basically. I mean, you're talking about 2 goals in a 2-match series. So if you take a 2-0 lead back home, I mean, we all know what that means. That's lights out. That's game over. And for that to be taken away from your palms, I mean, that's real tough right there. You can understand the hard feelings from players and whatnot. I mean, I just feel bad for the Super Falcons because on the continent, they don't want you to win again. And on the world scene, they don't want you to win at all. So wherever they go, it's like the referees are against them, and that's just facts. You go back to the last WAFCON. If you want to talk about Cameroon, we can go back to the 2016 final where the referee was basically wearing a Cameroon jersey throughout the 90 minutes. So these things are things that we already know. But when something is blatant like this, it's just ridiculous. And like I said, you feel the pain of the players. But at the same time, we definitely have to move on from the situation because at the end of the day, the score is still 0-0. So we can't go into the game feeling like we're already 2-0 up. We have to understand that this game needs to be won and we have to get the job done. Now, outside of those ridiculous decisions by the referee and her assistants, I felt like we just were not good enough in instances of this game. We were definitely not sharp enough. We made some poor decisions in the final third, and even when we were not making poor decisions, our passes for some reason were just poor on the day. Now, going into this match, I feel like the one thing I would love to see the Super Falcons do more of is moving the ball quicker. I feel like they take a little bit too long to make their decisions. They take a little bit too long on the ball. You need to get the ball 1 or 2 touches, get the ball away to the next person, and pass it to the nearest person most times. I know we can go for the long ball or we can go for the crossfield ball, but for the most times, if you just pass it to the nearest person and just move it quickly, that can cause even more damage to the other team. Now, with the Super Falcons starting 11, we'll go with the 4-3-3 like the coach went with in Douala, and we'll start with the goalkeeper, Chiamaka Nadoze. No surprise at all, the Paris FC goalkeeper definitely will be in goal. Then the central defenders, I believe that's going to be definite again. Oluwatosin Demehi and Osinachi Ohale, those two did a great job of shielding Chiamaka Nadoze in the previous match, and I have no doubt that they'll be right there for this match coming up tomorrow. Then you got the fullbacks, Ashley Plumter with the left fullback position, Michelle Aloze with the right fullback. I think Michelle Aloze was taken out because of fatigue or something, just trying to rest her. I don't think it was an injury. Hopefully it wasn't an injury. Rofieri Moran replaced her, and she was being bullied in the game. I doubt the coach is going to go with her in that position for this match coming up. Then you get the midfield. In the first leg, you had Halimatu Allende, Christy Uchebe, and Deborah Biodun starting in the middle. And in this match, I'm thinking Tony Payne is going to come back into the midfield because the experiment with her on the wing, I don't think it was successful. But the thing is, the 3 players who played in the middle, they did a great job. I felt like we kind of lost a little bit of something when Halimatu Allende went out the game. So I don't know who the coach is going to drop between those 3. So I'm just going to say that he's going to stay with those 3. Then with the forwards, you got Rashida Tajibade starting on the left wing or right wing, whichever wing, because she played in both in the last game. Then on the other side, I think I'm going to go with, or I think the coach is going to go with Asisa Oshwala on the other side, not as a striker in this game. Then at the striking position, Esther Okoronkwo, I believe she has done enough at least to get a start in a game as important like this. And the coach always says he wants all his best players in the game, and I feel like Asisaro Schwaller on the wing can do the job. Then you get Esther Okoronkwo, the hottest player or one of the hottest players in the team right now. I believe she's the hottest player in the team right now. But either way, let me know your thoughts on my predicted star lineup. Was it good? Was it bad? Put it in the comment section. Also, of course, let me know your thoughts on the match. How do you think the Super Falcons will fare against Cameroon in the second leg? Match will be played 4 p.m. tomorrow, of course, at the MKO Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. Please don't forget to like and share this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.